Welcome back to Mulu's Cooking. Today I'm going to show you guys another favorite of ours, and that is cabbage. I'm going to show you guys how to make the cabbage my way, Mulu's way. You know, it's simple, easy, but most of all it's very healthy. So let's see all the ingredients, what we need to make that. Okay, so here's one medium, not too big and not too small, cabbage. This is what we need, a whole of it. And then this wonderful yam. This is so delicious. And then one medium large onion, and this much garlic, and then of course carrots. I'm going to slice this carrot in half. And then here's the seasoning. Here's 1 teaspoon complete seasoning, and then we need curry powder, and then we need olive oil, but I have put it right here, and it is 3/4 of olive oil. But here's all the other dry ingredients. Here's the curry powder. This curry powder has everything inside it, all kind of stuff that makes it so delicious. And you pretty much don't need anything except this one, but because I like so much flavor, so I keep adding to it. And then this is 1 teaspoon complete seasoning, and then this is MAGGI, chicken MAGGI, beef MAGGI, vegetable MAGGI, whatever you have you can use. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And I want to tell you guys something about this. So vegetarians can use this, but if you are vegan, you can not use this. You don't have to use this if you're vegan. Otherwise this meal will be vegan without using the MAGGI. And then I have 1/2 teaspoon salt. I don't put too much salt in my food, so you can add your salt as needed. And then I'm gonna go ahead and chop everything, and I'm gonna show you guys when we come back. Now my pan is warming up. I'm gonna go ahead and add the oil. I'm gonna let it warm just a little bit. You know, when it comes to olive oil, you don't really need to warm it that much because it doesn't need to be cooked. It's mostly for salad and you know, eating it with just fresh by itself, so you don't heat it that much. Now I'm gonna add my onions. I chop my onions at a length. I'm just gonna cook it a little bit. Look at the color of the olive oil. It's like almost yellowish. Alright, we're gonna cook it for a little bit, and then we come back and check on it. Okay, now I'm gonna add everything, including the MAGGI here. Just gonna cook it all together. I leave my onion like that, sliced instead chopped, because everything is gonna be chopped this way, like it's gonna be with length, you know. So you don't have to chop the onion if you don't want to. Now I'm gonna reduce the heat and cook this slowly as I am chopping my cabbage and the yam. Oh, smells so good. I love curry smell. Here is my yam peel. It looks like almost a normal potato. It's just white, you know. It's not like the red sweet potato. Inside is different. And look at how dense it is. It's really hard to cut. You have to be careful and take your time. And what I do next is I'll just slice it. This is how I cut it. As you can see, everything is cooked for about 6 minutes. This is how you want it to look. Doesn't the color look wonderful? Then I'm gonna add the yam. I'm going to cook the yam first, just maybe for 5 minutes, because it takes time to cook the yam. So let's mix it up. Now look at that color. I love that. I love seeing colors and things changing when you cook them. That's why I love to cook, I think. And right now the heat is low. I'm going to add just a little bit, like I'm gonna leave it at 3, depending how you add your heat. Just add just a little bit from low, just increase it a little bit. Now I'm going to cover it and I'm going to chop the rest of the stuff, and then we'll come back and see. Okay, so now I'm gonna chop the cabbage. I'm gonna show you the way I do it. You be careful to open it in half, and then you're gonna take the middle and then you cut it in half again, and I would just cut it from here by its core, just from top to bottom. And put it in there. Not too thick, not too thin, because you don't want it to crumble once you cook it. And sometimes if you see that big chunk piece, just get rid of it. It takes longer to cook, and while you are trying to cook this, it's gonna cook the leaves, so we don't want that. I will actually go through it and take it out later. That's how you do your cabbage. This is what the yam looks like, cooking with the onion and everything else. Smells really good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the carrot. I did slice the carrot to half. And we're gonna cook it together until it's halfway cooked. Then we're gonna wash the cabbage and strain it and then add it. But we're gonna take it step by step, so we come back again. You see all this flavor, all this herb, when you're eating this, the taste is gonna be like explosion. So good. check it. It looks good. You gotta check, see if it's halfway cooked. That looks good. So now we're gonna go ahead, open the middle, or sometimes if some people scrape, you know, take it out, but I'm just gonna open the middle and try to put the cabbage. It's already chopped right here. It looks a lot, right? But one thing about cabbage is once you cook it, it's gonna be like almost half of the size or 3/4 of the size, so it will lose the quarter size of it. So what I do is I'll just put this in, all of it. And this is good for family. You know, you have a lot of family in your house, or even if you don't, you cook it once and you have it for a few days. You know, you can take it to lunch, whatever you want to do with it. And what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm going to just close it, let it cook a little bit, then we come back and check. Okay, let's see how it's doing. Smells really good. And you just tuck the cabbage under so it cooks, but careful, you don't want to break down your potatoes. You see that? How we work around it? And then we're gonna cook it for a little more, and I'll come back and check it again. Okay, let's go ahead and check it. Oh, let me put this on this side. You see that? It's looking good. It's cooking well. I'm going to add the garlic. I like to add the garlic later on because it stays the freshness of the garlic, you know, stays fresh, the flavor. If it's cooked, it's still there, but not as much as it would be when it's fresh. That's why I add it almost at the end. So then we just cook it, mix it up really well. Smells so good with the garlic on. Oh my goodness, gives a different level of smell. You see guys how much it reduces the amount from the beginning when it cooks, and it's not done cooking, still it's gonna go even more, it's gonna reduce even more. So I'm just gonna close it again, keep checking on it and cook it maybe for 5 to 7 more minutes. Okay guys, it is done. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just opening it in between to let the juice or the the water from the cabbage to be absorbed just by slow heat. But you don't want to mix it really too much. You just open it, put the heat in low, and let it be dry just a little bit, because you don't want to have too much running. And other than that, look at how much it reduced from being cooked. That's why it's okay if you use a whole cabbage, even just if it's 2 of you, or the whole family, and let it cook like that. And a little bit I'm gonna show you. Here's my dinner, you guys. It looks so good. Can't wait to try it. Can you eat just these two and be satisfied without meat? If you try it the way I cook it, I promise you, you will be. This is the best and delicious food you ever try. It really is. But let me try it and let me see what I think. Okay everybody, my food is ready. I'm ready to eat it. So this is what it looks like. Can you guys see? I add this is pretty much like my meat. This is the lentils, so I will eat these together like that, and I have dinner. I don't need no meat. A break. If you guys want to take a break from meat, you can eat it like this, you can cook it like this. It's simple and delicious also. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I'm gonna try I have no doubt this is so delicious, because that's how I make my food. So delicious. The sweetness of the yam is what does it for me. It just, some people might not like it because it's sweet, but it just gives it the most delicious flavor you ever tried. So go ahead, try it and let me know how you like it. And if you do, please let me know. And please subscribe, share, and like. Until I see you guys with another video, have a wonderful day and see you next time. Bye bye.